Chrissy, and today we are back with another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm doing medium Bohemian Knotless, and I'm doing them butt length. So as you can see, I have already parted out my first row, and now I'm just going over with some of my gel and pre-parting it. As you can see, I'm just going over my parts just to make sure that everything's, straight and looking good. And now I'm gonna put gel over this first part. Well, my bad, I'm going for my tray, y'all. And then I split into three, and then I cross over and I pull for each side, if that makes sense. And then I start to add in my hair. If you already know how to braid, then this shouldn't be that hard. Like, it really shouldn't. It shouldn't. But I do want to make another, detailed video, zoom in on how to, actually knotless braid. So I might do that today. But, yeah. And now I'm just braiding down. That's really it. And, y'all, for the beginners, the main thing, the most important thing when it comes to braiding are your parts. If you have to keep going over and keep going over your parts, do that. If you watch the video, you'll see, I always go over my parts. And regardless of if I know how to braid or not, just keep going over it, fix imperfections. And I'm just repeating the same steps I did in the first one, which is basically putting gel over the part, combing it out, and splitting it in three, because that's how you should start the braid off, by splitting that little portion in three. Right? I start the braid off like high cornrow. Right? You'll see. If you'll rewind it, you'll see. I started basically high cornrow, and then I plait down normally, like how a person would normally braid. But yeah, the most important thing would be your parts, because you can have ugly braids, but what about the parts? You can have cute braids, but what about the parts? Because anybody, you can't really fix all them parts in your head and the person's hair, especially if it's leaned. So you want to make sure your parts are nice, neat, and crisp, basically. And make sure you have the right amount of gel, not too much. I usually just put, one, to part my braid off. If it's already parted and I want to part it again, for my little box, I only use one, a tip on my finger, and I press it against the hair, the roots, and then I comb it out, just so it'll have a nice mold and my braids won't look bulky or just filled with gel. I hate when braids look really shiny and they have too much gel. Make sure you comb it out. And that should give you a nice little base for your braid. But it's not going to look perfect, but it'll give you a nice base. And make sure when you're braiding, everybody braids different. I braid pretty tight at the root and also all throughout the braid, because I just feel it looks better than braiding loose. Nobody wants loose looking braids. At least I don't. And y'all, that's really about it. If you watch the video, you'll get and you'll see how I braid. This is just a normal video of me just talking and recording myself. We just gonna do about 2.5 rows maybe for this video. So yeah, y'all just sit back and watch, and if I have anything to say, I'll probably say it. Bye. For this braid, I am doing the Bohemian look. And you'll see how I add the piece of hair in. I usually braid down, and then I'll stick a piece of the curly hair in between the braid. And that's just basically how I add it on. I don't use glue, don't use crochet needle. I just braid in the end that's cut into the braid. And yeah. Oh my god, I am infatuated with these braids. Just look at how nice and neat they look. And that's on me. That's on period. They look so neat. Every time I do hair, it eats all the way. Eats. Hey y'all, we have basically come to the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. See you soon.